The contact layout. It is uh, absolutely my favorite new layout that is new to this framework from previous generations, and that is because it's got this really great Google Map component up here, and you can configure it in a number of really great ways. But how we've set up the contact page, which uses the contact layout, is that we've placed a contact form in the content region. Now you can go and place other stuff in the contact region if you want to, but you can, if you didn't have a contact form here yet, you can just insert one by clicking on the contact form button and selecting that form. Okay, so there it is. And your page content, basically we take a look at, hey, do you have a form in there or do you have other content? Great. SEO, probably a good idea to have a little bit of information there. Um, you know, contact us, get in touch with us anytime, whatever you want to do there. Just like all the rest of the pages, we have set regions which use information on this general tab, such as your navigation and your branding. If you wanted to tweak the layout, use a different content region, you can do that. For some reason here it's not quite set. Let's just go and do that. Make it a 2-column here. Again, it's just like all the rest of them, and you can set the width of the columns, but you're going to have locked regions and unlocked regions. The unlocked regions, you can set your sidebars and set the width of those columns within it to your heart's content. But generally speaking, you don't need to mess with this. Where you really want to configure things is on the map tab. Now it looks here that my display is scrunched up a little bit. Maybe we'll see about tweaking that. However, basically what you need to know for the map settings is that you have a primary location. That's where the map is centered. You can set your height. You can have it really, really small, or you can have it probably about 300 is about right. Whether or not you want it full screen or whether or not you want it contained. We've set these settings the way we think it looks the coolest, the best. You want to show the marker information? Yes. And you want it set to a certain zoom level. 0, I believe, is like you're looking at it from outer space. Actually, I don't think 0 looks very good, but we give you that option if you want to go and do that. And the rendering, whether or not you want it by default in roadmap or in satellite. Roadmap, people wanting to find you is probably about right. And then you can set as many up to 6 marker locations. And a marker location is what you're looking at here. And you can set a label. And you can use, if you know how to configure HTML and HTML tags, new lines here by using a BR tag. You can even bold if you want. The label that shows up there, I put multiple lines by using a break tag. And if you choose to do that, you can do that yourself. Otherwise, you can just say, hey, what's at this location? And you can have up to 6. And all you do is you just hit save, and it updates. I'll just show you what it looks like with a smaller header. We'll do 150 pixels. It doesn't look as good when you have a smaller map, when you have a lot of, when your zoom is a certain size, because it's going to scrunch this down and it's not going to be very clear as to where the marker is and the label. So you're going to have to use your best judgment, show or not show the labels. I mean, people can go and zoom out if they want to, and that's sometimes helpful, sometimes not. Okay, use your best judgment. As we said, we've configured it as we think is probably the best way to view the page, but you can change that as you like.